It is a very wet and yucky day today, but that is a good thing because it's the first time that we've had a real torrential downpour since we did all the re-waterproofing in the bus. And I'm very excited because no water is coming in the windows, no water is coming in the solar panels, and no water is coming in from the fiberglass at the back of the bus. So I think we are waterproof. Except the one thing we did not re-waterproof, the fan. And don't know if you can see, clearly water coming in there. So I will be getting back up on the roof when we have a break in the weather at some point and re-sealing all of that. But I'm pretty happy with the fact that everything else seems to be dry and sealed, which hopefully is the end, or we're nearing the end, of our water ingress issues. This morning we dropped off the bed frame back to Steve at Metamorphosis, and he is working on it today, and hopefully we will be able to collect it this afternoon, evening. And it should be a simple case of just bolting it onto the brackets and getting the slats on, and then the bed is essentially finished. Now, another exciting thing is we have a shower tray. So this is where the shower is going to go, and now that we have the shower tray, we can start planning on how we want to frame out the walls and the window, and then yes, well, there's going to eventually be a sort of sofa banquette area here as well. So lots of planning, lots of building. And we have the bed frame back in the van. We are back at Metamorphosis, and you literally, if you looked at it, you couldn't even tell that Steve has changed anything, but you can tell that if I look here, you can see a slight taper in on this edge, which just gives us clearance, and that's on both sides. So before we leave, we are just bolting the hinges in, and we're going to give it a lift up and down to make sure that it works. Here we go. We are back at the car park. We've done a bit of a tidying up, and we're actually going to Sikaflex our slats into place, because this is a bit of a sort of temporary measure for us to get all the spacing right and see that we're happy with everything. And then we might need to take these slats off, because obviously we've got stuff to do on the ceiling still, so it doesn't make sense to screw these in permanently at the moment. But we're gonna Sikaflex them on for the time being.
Are you ready?
Yep, so what are we doing? So this is an auspicious moment. Whoa, look at that. And it stays. Wowee. Okay, hold on, do it again.
One more.
Yeah, just look at all the...
actually gives you a lot of clearance.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's going to be so much easier to get things inside, to access the gas canister, to change it.
Can you get in there to see the... Put your camera in there, point it there, and I shall do the mechanism.
Beauty.
Happy?
So happy.
One more time?
One more time. I just love like the clearance and everything. And it'll be a lot easier to pull it up and down when the mattress is on and there's all that weight. But yeah, amazing. Amazing.
It's done.
Yeah. Holy.
We had the champagne at the right time, which was last night.
Yeah, we did. That's why we had champagne last night. We don't just have random nights where we drink bottles of champagne. We bought specifically when we were in Budapest champagne and the caviar, which we didn't like, to celebrate the end of the bed. So We have
That
obviously,
is ended.
we've left a couple of the slats off just because we still need to do a little bit of work either sides. I know, look at the beautiful clearance, woohoo! But there we go.
No scraping against the wall.
No, and it lifts nicely, it does exactly what it needs. There we go.
And it stays down on its own without clamps.
Magic. Now, Jerry, I trust you and your ideas, and you can go ahead and do what you need to do, even when I'm not here.
And will you do what you're told when you come back?
Absolutely never. But, you know, can't give you everything all at
No
once.
arguing today?
Can't promise that either. Let's be realistic here. I have been sent something really exciting, and it's from our friends at ATOTO. You'll remember that a few months ago they sent me a really cool kind of car navigation entertainment system, and you saw us install that, and I used it when I went to Van Love, and it was really game changing. It just was great to be able to listen to my music and also to use the sat nav. And one of the things that I've realised is that because Betty is a little bit of an older lady, her radio doesn't work and the speakers are not very good. So at the moment I'm just using a little Bluetooth speaker, but it doesn't really do the trick for what I want. And I was speaking to the lovely people at ATOTO, and they said we do speakers as well. So they sent me these. So these look amazing. I'm really excited. I don't really know anything about speakers or speaker systems, so you guys are coming on this adventure with me of not really knowing what I'm doing. But one of the things I loved about the other ATOTO product was that it was very easy to install and kind of figure out what I was doing. So let's open the box and see what's inside, and then decide what we're going to do with them. So this is a coaxial two-way speaker system, one pair of speakers. And let's open the box. It's quite heavy. I'm going to open them over here so I don't drop them. Ooh. Oh, they're packaged really easily and really nicely. Ooh, gosh, they're hefty. These feel like a really quality product. This is what they look like. They're just like little speakers. I don't think I've ever closely looked at a speaker before. They're really nice. They look like really good quality pieces of equipment. So one here, one here. They're a big size. I bet the sound quality on these is going to be really good. They do have Bluetooth function, which is also really good. And it has come with an instruction manual, because I'm a girl and I like instructions. So it looks pretty easy. I mean, they are 5.7 inches in diameter, so they're pretty decent sized. And it looks like all you need to do is wire them. So they've got the little spade connectors here. I think it looks like you just need to wire them to an amplifier, and in theory they should be good to go. So the only issue I have today is the fact that I don't have a working amplifier. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm quite excited about this now, is go off this week and figure out what my options are in terms of getting either a new radio or an amplifier, because I really want to test them out and hear how they sound. So I just want to say thank you to ATOTO. These really are stunning, and I have a feeling they are going to be really useful for when I'm on road trips playing music through my navigation system. Also, one of the things I'm thinking of down the line is I've seen a lot of people with vans that buy like projectors and have like a projector screen, and I think that if we place these in the bus in a really great place, then it means that actually I could have some great sound for movie nights or something like that. So I am very much looking forward to these. So I will leave you guys on this, say thank you to ATOTO. If you guys are interested in looking at their range of products, then there's a link in the description. There's also a discount code, so please go and check that out. Thank you so much to our partners ATOTO, and yeah, hold this space, because there's going to be some more install coming, and you guys can check out how good these really are. It's not been the most straightforward of days today. We came in with plans to get the solar panel cables through and connected and set up to the MPPT and connected to the battery, and we realized that I'm missing one of the connectors, and really annoyingly I have those connectors. They are at my house, and my house is currently being rented out as an Airbnb, so I can't go and get them, so can't do that job today. We then decided we would move on to the next job, which is finally fixing the and finishing the wastewater tank, because I don't know if you guys remember, we had an issue with the fact that we had the hatch on the bottom of the tank, and then the inspection hatch we bought wasn't watertight when we closed it. I bought a new hatch thinking I could just put that in. The new hatch is way bigger, and because of the brackets that hold the water tank up, you can't fit the new hatch. It's just a pain. So Jerry made the right call, and I agree with him, that we are going to actually try to take the wastewater tank out completely, and we're going to buy a new tank, and we're going to redo all the fittings and fixings so that they're in the right place. And but it's going to be a pain, because we put that tank in not thinking we would ever take it out again, but it's the right thing to do the job properly. So we've ordered the new tank. It'll be here in a couple of days. Now we've got to try and get this old tank out, and then I think Thursday night we're going to fit the new tank, and it's going to be a pain in the arse, like really annoying. So, but that's what we've got to do it properly. And yeah, it's been a bit of an annoying day today. We haven't really managed to do what we wanted to do, but that is the real nature of a project like this. We've done really well with the bed, and we just need to finish off these little jobs and do them properly. That is one water tank released, and that's one dead Jerry from getting those 4 bolts undone. And if we thought that was hard, we got to get it back in. We've got to get the new water tank back in at some point in a few days, and we need to transfer, hopefully, all these fittings to the new tank, or I need to buy new fittings and hope that they get here in the next couple of days. What a pain to do things properly. We have stripped the old water tank of all its fittings and fixings. We can reuse some of the ones we have. I've ordered one new one because we couldn't get that one off, and hopefully the stuff will arrive in the next day or two, and we're going to refit everything exactly in the same places except for the spigot, which will go in the middle, which is where we always wanted it before I made a mistake. And we're not going to put a hatch on the bottom, so nothing ever better get, I don't know, stuck in there and things. I'll have to be very careful about making sure that I don't know why bits would get in there, but anyways, I need to make sure they don't. So there we go. That's sort of one job done for today, to be continued when we get the new tank. In the plot twist of all plot twists today, because it's been a bit of a low day so far, but I managed to see, my hair's all over this. I managed to see the woman that's staying in my house, and she said that I could go and get the thing from the shed. So we got the connectors that we needed for the solar panel wires, and we, for the first time ever, are going to test to see if the solar panels actually work. We are going to wire them up to my Victron Smart Solar MPPT and to the battery and see if it works. And if it does work, we are going to then do the scary bit of cutting the hole in the roof and putting the wires through properly and putting that together. So it's been a wild day, gang. Nothing happened, everything's going wrong, to now we think we might be able to do this, and we're going to see if the solar panels work for the first time. So let's cross our fingers that they do. I'm holding it.
So,
Jerry's connecting the leads to the battery. And in theory, if this all works by itself, when I open my battery app and I see my battery, it should say that it's charging.
Is it this one?
Yep.
These really should be, you know, we'll know if it's charging. But these want to be.
We have to put proper terminals and everything on.
And everything.
Yeah. But this is just a proof of concept. It is. Well,
You can look at your app.
I'll say no light has changed on there, so let's have a look and see. I'll be back in a second. It's charging, it's charging! I can't show you that it's charging because the app that shows that it's charging is on my phone and I'm using my phone to film, so it doesn't work. But I will drop a picture of a screenshot of the app. So I haven't got the Victron app or anything yet, but my battery is a smart leisure battery and I have an app for it and it says it's charging. So that's amazing. Oh, and let me turn you around a second. Before the light said float and now it says bulk. I don't know what that means, but the fact that it's changed must mean bulk is charging. Whoa, that's very cool. So now we know it works, which is like a really good thing. We now get to do the fun bit of bringing the cables properly through the ceiling. And yeah. Oh, I'm just so excited that it actually works and we've got all the right bits. Make it snow! There we go. That's what we were trying to do.
So, we hold on to this bit.
Yeah.
This bit here,
Yeah.
I learnt when we were doing the solar panel things, is double skinned with air underneath it.
Okay.
So we do not want to go through there.
No.
Okay. So I am actually suggesting, even though the wall's here, and we would rather the wires come down here, I'm suggesting the wires come through here.
Yep.
And I've just checked that they do bend 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So we could actually channel them through this hole.
Oh yeah.
And to wherever
and then in
afterwards.
Yeah. Good plan.
Yes?
Yeah, very good.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, I like it.
You do?
Yeah.
Amy likes an idea of Jerry's.
I like how you were really surprised by that. Yes. Yeah, good idea.
Right. So.
Guess we've got to drill a hole in the roof now.
Yeah, right now.
Oh my god, right now.
From the inside.
There we go. We've just made a hole in the ceiling of the bus. Not sure if we should be proud about that, but needs must. Oh, that's nice. And then we Sikaflex around that. Not Sikaflex, but Tiger Seal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both sides.
Yeah.
But first, before we do that,
We have to drill a hole in the box.
so we need a scrap tables. So I'll just use them.
Okay.
Thank you. Straight through.
Like butter. Well, just to prove that just because a day starts out a bit strange and a bit not so great doesn't mean that it can't change around in an instant, because excuse me, Simon has come to help because can't really see very well, but we need to rewire some of the lights and connect them, and it's been a job we've been meaning to do for ages, and we did half the job and now we need to finish the job. And we're making progress on getting the solar panel wires through the ceiling, hopefully watertight this time, where we need them, and then connected back to the battery. So a day where an hour or two ago we thought it was basically a waste of an entire day and we hadn't managed to achieve anything, you know, in a couple of hours time we might end up quite a bit ahead of where we started. So I'm just running around helping out and giving people what they need and trying to be helpful and not get in the way. This is our current solar panel setup. It definitely needs a bit more rigging and we need to shorten some of the cables, but I wanted to show you, this is our sort of waterproof box setup. So we've got is it a IR65 waterproof junction box, and Jerry had seen this somebody else with a fiberglass roof doing this. So basically there's a tiny 15mm PVC water pipe that goes through the hole, and it's tiger sealed inside the box and on the inside of the roof of the bus, and then the cables go through these bits and they go down the pipe, and then this obviously gets put on top, and then we're going to tiger seal around. So at the moment we've tiger sealed the box to the fiberglass roof, and then we're going to also put tiger seal underneath and around the whole perimeter of the box. We won't finish all of that today because we're on a bit of a time crunch and we need to shorten the wires and fix stuff, but the concept of it is done and we're happy with the waterproof situation, and we now know that the solar panels actually work and they charge the battery and the MPPT works. So that's a pretty big win. I am very, very, very happy and excited. Well, I am very happy but also very tired, and also really desperate for a wee. I really need to go to the toilet. You did need to know that. It's been a really weird day. A good day. We're all packed up. We're done. It's like 6:15. So recap of the day. We tried to finish the wastewater tank. That didn't work out very well. We realised that actually we've kind of buggered the tank up a bit too much to be happy with it. So we took the old tank off and out completely, took all the fittings off, ordered a new tank that's going to come in a couple of days. We're going to refit all those fittings on it, get that in and get it connected and be done with that, and just know that it's been a good job. So that's Thursday night's adventure. After thinking we weren't going to be able to do the solar panel, we were able to do the solar panels, and you can see those cables coming through the ceiling there. Really happy with how we have brought them through and tiger sealed everything, and feeling very confident that that is watertight. Also really happy that we finally tried the solar panels and the MPPT and connected it all to the battery, and it works, which is so exciting. So there's obviously, I think, like I said, a bit of tidying up to do with the cables, fixing stuff, shortening cables now that we know the route. We'll do that next weekend. We've done a lot of thinking, a lot of planning. I think there still needs to be a lot more. We're trying to figure out how we build the shower walls, except that ties into the bed we've just built, which is fine, but that also then ties into the ceiling and this beautiful job that I did on insulating the ceiling probably all has to come down, because we've realised that the issue with this bus is that it's all fiberglass and it's got an aluminium frame, which is very different to the metal sprinters that have kind of a steel frame inside. So it means that for hanging cupboards, like upper cabinets, and for anchoring in walls, that we need to add in more fixing points, because we're just not happy with the amount and the spacing of all the ones here. So I think that means that all the insulation, there's not much left now, we've taken it down. it needs to come down. We're going to need to do some more fiberglassing of probably wooden battens in the ceiling just to create more anchor points for us. So all of that needs to be planned out. Oh, we did the lights today as well. We'd had some issues with the top lights not working, so we did some wiring. We found some bulbs that don't work, so we're going to replace all of those because her MOT is in 2 weeks and we need to have those working so she passes her MOT. So yeah, a weird day, but we're further ahead than we were. I think we're just trying to get all these little jobs kind of done. I think with the excitement of the bed being such a big thing and a visually changing thing, doing the little jobs that you can't see and that are fiddly and that are having to go back and redo stuff that we didn't do very well earlier is a bit annoying, but it's the right thing. And at least the good thing about Jerry and I is that we're really on the same page in terms of wanting to make sure that what we do is like the best quality possible, because the worst thing really, I don't want to be driving down the road in 6 months time and then everything just start breaking. I'd really rather that we do a really good job now and it take a bit longer to then be able to enjoy the bus and not have to like put more money into it, put more time into it, you know, have problems when I'm traveling somewhere. So, and because we're learning, we're just realizing that when we do things the first time and we are not happy with them or they don't turn out the way we like them, you know, better to just go back and redo them properly. So I've got a big work week coming up, but the next time we'll work on Betty is Thursday. We'll do the water tank, and then next weekend finish off the solar panel cables and see where we go from there. Have a good night, everybody.